I got this. I got this. I got this. Okay, spawning in the bottom left position. It is the Protoss player from Malaysia in the blue, playing for M8 Hexa. It is Ranger.
And spawning in the top right hand corner as Roddy exclamation mark Funadas Naruto in the chat. We have the Pakistani Terran player himself. He is red, representing himself, just took down one of the best, if not the best, Protoss player in all of Australia. It is Raza. Go for the proxy.
Ah.
For that. So yeah, a little bit more conservative compared to the last proxy. Are you feeling something a little bit more spicy with this?
I see 2 gaslight. Do you know what that tells me?
Did I tell you?
It tells me he wants more gas than if he got 1 gas.
Mate, are you feeling a tech lab?
I'm seeing a proxy 111. I'm kidding. I don't know. Like, we'll have to see what happens.
Are you feeling a tech lab, papi? That's what I want to know here. As the Rax is about to finish up across the map, Ranger has confirmed that there is something missing here. Something is not right. No, there is no tech lab, unfortunately. Oh my god! But he throws down the pylon. You love to see it.
Oh, he doesn't do. Yeah, just the Reaper. If he had to build a tech lab, he would have had to like lift the Rax again. Just waste a bit of time. So Reaper just. You can hope, puppy. I hope to get a girlfriend one day. Not gonna happen.
Have we reached that part of the broadcast? Is the Ellie triggering you again?
Oh no. Like, trust me, you don't need to talk about Ellie.
Oh god. I'm here
She's
for
not
you.
worth it.
I'm here for you, puppy. I'm here for you. She can't hurt you anymore.
It's true. I'm over it. Speaking of over it, these SCVs actually, it's going to force a high ground kind of command center, but there's 2 gas, right? But there's only 2 on each gas geyser.
Yeah, only 2. Interesting. I mean, the Reaper does reveal itself, and thankfully, Ranger did make a Zealot here in his main base. He's going to be able to buy a little bit of time, long enough for the Adept to come out. Now the Reaper won't be able to deal too much damage whatsoever. And, yeah, thankfully, we do have an SCV on the low ground. CC on location.
Yeah, that was a scouting SCV from before. Probe almost got a second Reaper now. Can Adepts really beat 2 Reapers?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, what a unit.
Adepts the chads, man. Sometimes too thin, but you know, they do pack a punch. As he is coming across the map. Yo, 1 shot is all he needs to kill that SCV.
1 shot indeed. Is he gonna... Oh, 1 shot is all the Widowmine needs to kill the Adept. But yeah, like, what kind of follow-up are we seeing here? We've got Widowmines and Medevac potentially from the starport.
Yeah, we are going to be going into a follow-up Widowmine drop. Of course, the Widowmines have been revealed, so Ranger knows he has to get ready for them. But before that happens, more Adepts are coming across the map. Can he get here in time? The potential to delay this CC is still there. No, not again! Oh my god. Ranger. It's gonna happen again, puppy. It's gonna happen again.
Oh man, now the Zealot's like, not this time, man. He's right there. He's right there.
Fire! No! Oh god.
Like, I don't think that was worth it. I guess he's got like 5 hit points. That's gone through.
At this point, if you're Raza, you just kill that SCV, right? You just... How can you not feel bad for Ranger right now? 3 units, they had 1 job and they couldn't do it. They couldn't screw in the light bulb.
They couldn't screw that light bulb in. But yeah, no, it looks like he's going to be heading into the main Reaper, just scouting for below. Might try and distract it. The natural, most likely, Raza could do. Scouting probe in the main sees that we don't mind, however, so that plan's done. But this Oracle, I didn't even see this, oh my lord.
Yeah, the Oracle was dishing a lot of damage. Meanwhile, the run jump gets in. There's no reaction! There's no reaction! Oh god. Meanwhile, across map, the Oracle is still dealing damage. I was about to point out that Raza was being greedy. Instead of going for a safety cyclone, he went for a tank instead, and he was punished for it. So both players are both suffering from their greed. And after all said and done, Ranger is still ahead in the worker count, but that was not pretty to look at.
Oh, yeah, and I was gonna say, expect to see the Viking go to the Oracle at the natural, but actually just chilled for a little couple moments and caught the second Oracle here. So Ranger's gonna get both Oracles out, but yeah, all things considered, like damn, like Ranger's I'd say he's in a bit of a better spot, but it's nothing catastrophic so far.
Yeah, in the end, 10 ACVs fell. At the same time, 11 probes fell. So kind of an even trade there when it comes to the harassment and the aggression. They do kind of bounce off each other. But from there, we kind of transition into more of a 3-racks follow-up. Boy.
Yeah, oh wow, actually moving out with this tank already, like, yeah, this is interesting. There's a no medevac at all, really, and this is actually, it's one of those off timings that could catch Ranger off guard and get a third base, but we see no third base yet. The Reaper sees no third too. It's gonna be Blink. What has Ranger's got from the cards so far?
Yeah, exactly. And you know what's important is that this Reaper is kind of pulling away the attention of Ranger as well. Ranger hasn't seen this army. Raza sieges up. He's waiting for the Stalkers. He will catch one of them. Thankfully for Ranger, the rest of them were over on the right-hand side.
Yeah, lucky indeed. Really good position there by Raza. And meanwhile, the 2 Oracles going to dip in the main light. There's still no turrets in the main.
No turrets.
That's the Viking when you need them.
No turrets in the main. The Vikings aren't here either, but at the same time, the Widow Mines go back in. 5 more probes go down. Both players just losing so much.
Oh yeah, wow. And actually, 5 probes going down, only 3 SCVs. A few more units shade off as well, but map control now goes to a Ranger as he's got Dark Shrine on the way, and expect to see a third base sometime soon, like you'd think, right? 2 more gateways.
Yeah, both players are just doubling down. We have 2 more gateways on the way here for Ranger. Meanwhile, Raza throws down 2 more Raxes as well, staying on 2 bases just like his opponent. We'll see if Ranger can break on through here. We do have a tank covering the low ground. No tank in the main base though, so it is a little bit vulnerable to a blink, but we don't have any high ground vision.
Yeah, like, we also don't have any combat shields. The blink on the tank. Ooh, doesn't manage to catch it. Still, imagine if he gets that medevac too. He's going to try and go for it. Ooh. Oh, no, he doesn't. But yeah, there's no combat shields. It's still not started either, like.
Yeah, a little bit of a misstep there by Raza, not getting that combat shields. It matters so much, especially when you're being this bio-heavy here as a Terran player. Meanwhile, Ranger, I think he might maybe going for that medevac instead. Does pick up another unit.
Yes, indeed. Stim, if SCV joined. Is that 5 health SCV still alive? Is it the one in the gas? I hope. No, it's got 7. He died! Oh, it could be in the... Yeah. Got the light. This is quite a formidable bio force here for Raza now. Scan. I think he thought he saw a observer, so a bit of a wasted scan there. But yeah, looking at this game, there's a lot of bio for Raza, and I feel like this push... he's pretty all in with this, correct?
Oh yeah, I mean, we were pointing it out. We were expecting a third base earlier, and we still don't have one. We still have nothing but units coming across the map. This move out is kind of scouted by Ranger. He's aware of it. He's going to try and slow it down. He's going to pick up a Marauder if he can. He will not. The Marauders barely survive. But again, it's very important that he forces out these stims, that he just slows this down, because this is scary.
Yeah, and like, I just want to make a mention. Ranger has DTs.
Oh yeah.
And actually that scan that was thought to go on an observer or something when he moved out, actually that was quite wasted. Now it's huge with these DTs in the way.
Second scan to kill 1 DT. The DT does go down, but here we go. The Blinkstalker army going to try and chip away at this. Widow Mines, nothing to quite go off on it yet. And Overcharge is being popped, keeping these Stalkers alive.
Yeah, that's right. 2 different angles coming in. I feel like Raza might have bitten a little bit more than he can chew here. The Zealots coming in. The DTs are coming back. They have repelled. Yeah. Looks like Ranger's gonna hold.
Yeah, we can see this bio army crumbling here again. The positioning was just too damn good. Ranger, he comes in from all angles, surrounds the entire army, and just shuts it all down.
Yeah, some more Marines like trailing from behind. This Archon actually could be in a bit of trouble, but I feel like he's got no skin. Oh, he's got 1 scan, but I just don't know how much like power Raza his force has, but actually the supply could tell a different tale.
Yeah, exactly. We need more DTs. We need more Warpins here for Ranger. He's running out. He can barely hold on. He's down to 3 Stalkers.
Yeah, a couple of DTs coming in. That one scan is used. Forms into an Archon. Does save them. But it looks like, yeah, there's a shield battery here. The super battery's charged. Zealot, warp in, reinforcement. Ah, this is so close, like.
This is so close. Ranger is barely holding on by the skin of his teeth, but he needs more momentum. He throws down the robo. He needs more units, period. He's waiting for another warp in to become available, but he just doesn't have it.
Yeah, actually, it looks like the scales are starting to stick. 5 more Zealots coming in. These Stalkers need to help kind of support them, but yeah, no, with more Widowmans coming to follow up too, with these DTs as well, like, is there another scan for Raza?
That's the question, because there we go. We have
Oh
one more
God.
scan available just in time. The boys are all being pulled. If you thought Raza was all in before, he is giga all in now. He takes down the Dark Shrine. No more DTs.
Yeah, that's right. And these with the amount of DPS that Range is working with, he just doesn't really have enough to cut through both SCVs and this army. He needs to focus fire down the units. A couple of SCVs pick up here and then, but it doesn't matter if he loses his natural base because he's got the third. But just light, like, this is rough looking now.
Yeah, this is. I still don't really know how this is going to go here. Widowmine shots get baited out. SCVs are being kept here in the backline, waiting for that big push into the main base. Raza, he takes out the natural. He's going to rotate around towards the third, but here we have some shield batteries. We even have a sentry.
Yeah, wow, recall there by Ranger, very cute. And we see, does he have an overcharge? Yes, he does. And he's going to wait out for the right moment. Force field going down to keep save that sentry. And now pops the overcharge. The probes coming to support, but would it be enough? Like,
will it be enough? That is the question. Widowmine shots are going off as well. Every single probe goes down. Other Stalkers enough. There's just too many Marines.
yeah, the DPS is insane. He's 1-1. Ranger's only got the +1 attack, and it looks like Raza's broken the back of Ranger.
Yeah, the third base does go down in the end. There's just too many Marines being rallied across the map. Ranger he just doesn't have the economy to sustain this. He is out of money.
Adam and Davey Stalkers find themselves trying to retreat, running into the reinforcements of Raza, and man, he's still just churning out units despite pulling all those SCVs. Like, man, he's got so many. And we know Ranger, he's a very passionate player. He wants to stick in it till the end, but looking at this game now, Light, I don't think he can hold.
Yeah, we see a scan from Raza looking for any ninja bases. He checks the bottom right-hand base as well, just in case. He's like, what the hell is going on? Are you really still in this? And he kind of is, but there's just too much man with gun here. Ranger, he's stuck in his main base, and even with all these cannons and shield batteries, it's not going to be enough. Maybe with like a force field on the ramp, if Raza overextends and tries to chase him. But even then, I don't know if he can fight half of this army.
Yeah, no. But there's a lot of Marines and in the Marauders that will just destroy those Stalkers, but Ranger, I guess he's gonna try. Yeah, I think Raz is a bit confused why he's still in this game as well, to be honest. But probes in the low grounds, and it's like, it's just it.
Yeah,
it's
pretty
buying
much.
time now.
Especially because Raza has more than enough workers back at home. He's fully saturated on 2 bases. Like, sure, he pulled the little workers earlier, but he has been slowly rebuilding them, or he left enough at home to be safe. Meanwhile, again, Ranger chipping off whatever he can. I think he just doesn't realize, like, I think he assumes that Raza is also broke. So like, we're kind of working with what we have. Unfortunately, the reality is that Raza is still mining.
No, Raz's economy is looking really good. He's got more workers despite pulling all those SCVs. And yeah, a couple of force fields there, reasonable. Doesn't really cut off the units, cut off the head of the snake. But yeah, I guess he's trying to bait Raza into the high ground with the cannons. But even then, I don't think it's enough.
Yeah, it's kind of best case scenario for Ranger if that were to happen. Again, just kind of going on in. Oh, loses a Stalker though. GG gets called, and Raza takes game number 1.
And he does indeed. And it looks like we have got this is interesting twist. The player who lost the previous series is going to be taking the first game.
Yeah, he does take a lead in this series. Let's go. Raza, the comeback is real. Despite the fact that he got knocked out relatively early in this qualifier, he has been making such a massive run there in the lower bracket. He 2-0'd Starduck, 2-0'd Ender, 2-1 Demi, took down Pez. He went through the gauntlet, and now next in his crosshairs is Ranger. Can he do it? He only needs one more win to advance on to that qualifying match.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, Raza, he's kind of worked his way through this bottom bracket pretty efficiently, and Ranger, I wonder how he's feeling knowing he has won previously, but now he's going to win 2 in a row. Raza's he's been on the warpath, right? He's taking out Stardark, taking out Ender, Demi, and Pez. And he's had a really good run so far, but yeah, we'll have to see how is Ranger going to approach this game. Is he going to be, careful, or is he going to try and just throw something wacky and hope it sticks?
That's kind of the big question here. What does Ranger have in store for us? We gotta be a little bit careful here. There we go. I was like, gotta get Roddy in here. The casters are all joining. How will this go? The other thing that we have to bear in mind is I'm a little bit scared because Miyamika's been waiting for a while. And we all know that he doesn't have the best record against Terran. His worst matchup is ZBT, and if you remember in his DreamHack interview, he was grateful to Probe, to Zane, to Ranger for knocking out the Terrans and making it so that he avoided them in his championship run. And I'm sure right now he is hoping to God right now. He's like, Ranger, stop him, Ranger, he's coming for me. The Terran is coming, and I would be a little bit scared if I was Mio.
Yeah, no, for sure. It is something to consider. Mio, yeah, it's kind of, there's only so much innovation you can do as a Zerg against Terran before you get hit by that big wall at the front. So something to keep in mind. If Raza does take this series as Ranger, it's going to be quite interesting heading into the grand final. But I digress. Now is the now. This series is what matters right now, and spawning in the top right position, representing M8 Hexa. Is that right? Yep. Okay, good. It's the Malaysian Blue Protoss. It is Ranger.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Hardwire LE, we have the Pakistani Terran player himself, representing himself, fighting his heart out in this tournament, in this lower bracket, but getting proxied. We have Raza.
Yeah. Oh, what is this? That's a gateway light. It's not a forge. It's not a cybercore.
Yeah, there is no forge, there is no cybercore, just a proxy gateway out here in the middle of the map. The turns have tabled. If you remember last game, Raza was the one, with the proxy. This time, it is Ranger.
Yeah, it is indeed. Yeah, we kind of see. Yeah, Ranger just kind of checking things out. And meanwhile, he sees the barracks at home, and normally, this is a really brave kind of move for I guess Ranger to do, considering that Raza's been proxying his first racks many times throughout today.
Yep. But
I'm seeing that racks at home, he's gonna feel a bit more comfortable, because if you get proxy reapered, what do? You zealots across the map.
Yeah, exactly. That would be the worst case scenario, but here we go. We do see the Rax is at home. The Marine comes out. Another interesting choice here is that Raza did go Marine first, not Reaper first. So he is going to be here at home with his first unit, but a lot less flexibility with his unit. And there we go. We see the cancel.
Yeah, there you go. Straight away on the high ground. There we go. As well. But yeah, just the one Marine. And oh, nice pick up there for Ranger. Zealot. It's going to be a little bit annoying. The Marine's not actually shooting at it, so Raza needs to kind of get on that. But this SCV on the outside too. 2 Zealots. Wow, what is this like?
Yeah, with 2 Zealots, we can again pressure this the add-ons. We can pressure the depot as well. He's going to try and dive on it. Okay, doesn't quite focus. Right, there we go. Starts focusing on that depot as best he can. He shouldn't get it. The Marines should be able to defend in the end. But interesting choice here for the second Zealot for Ranger. Not going to lie.
Yeah, we have two SCVs out on the map. Ranger's he's already got a finished expansion behind this. I want to say it's 3 units, but it's not the biggest commitment, right? He's only invested 50 gas. He's probably delayed his probe production a little bit just to get both of these Zealots out. But yeah, I feel like this is just a case of I'm not doing anything crazy that will really beat you up. It's just you don't know that though.
Yeah, you are in the dark, especially without the Reaper. But speaking of Reaper, I believe, yes, we did have one made here from Raza. He is now going across the map to get a bit of a scout off. The Stalkers being as annoying as they can, but they're just forcing a little bit of lost mine time. Reaper gets across the map and yo. Oh, can you get a probe?
We don't have warp gate yet, and the Stalkers are across the map.
They are across the map. But the depot goes down. Ranger now has a way into the main base if he so wishes, but he's actually running back home with his Zealot.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel is that Reaper getting 5 worker kills. The Cyclone now at 2, and he's gonna lose his Stalker as well. But it looks like Raza's held this pretty reasonably well for the most part. Might get the Cyclone. No, he's just gonna run away. But I don't think that's Stalker's long for this world, mate.
Oh god, the micro, the Reaper, sorry, the Cyclone does pull back. The Stalker goes down. Finally, Ranger with those Zealots, he's able to reclaim control of his natural base, but he is down, or he lost so many of those workers. Still ahead in the working count overall, but with the Cyclone, can he get another Stalker? Almost.
Yeah, Raza does still need to be careful. All things considered, though, even though Ranger lost quite a few workers, he's up like by 9 so far, and the Reaper comes back in. Finally, the Stalker going to come to support. You can probably see those Zealots across the map now, but Cyclone instead of tank, I feel like it's going to take even longer for him to secure this base now, right?
Yeah, I 100% agree. Like, this Cyclone is already a little bit low. Ranger, he wants it at any moment. He's going to try and focus it down. He needs another volley. In the end, he will not get it. Loses 2 Stalkers.
Yeah, well, good moves there by Raza. I feel like Ranger might have over-microed that situation a bit. Reaper comes in to support, Stalkers as well joining the fray, and Blink is going to finish up a little bit soon, but I'm just thinking, what if Ranger lost no Stalkers? Could he blink on that tank? What if?
Yeah,
what if? Right?
What, there's a universe out there where maybe that could have happened, but this is not that universe. He is coming, consolidating his army. He does have that proxy pylon, so we can reinforce across the map and keep the pressure up. We only have 3 gates though, not 4, so not as committed. And there we go, Ranger. He's just looking to contain. He's looking to take a 3rd.
Yeah, that's it. Just need to be a bit careful. Good blinks. Keep in mind, there's no medevac yet. It's about to pop, so any of those Marines you could shave off is useful. But yeah, Ranger's just kind of putting some light pressure on, not committing too much. We don't see a Robo back at home yet, so he's a little bit lucky. There's no like Banshee follow-up or anything that would require detection. But yeah, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, pretty standard from Raza here. He's just transitioning into his biotank style, as we've seen time and time again. Just kind of trying to solidify his natural base and get it up and running because it was delayed for so long. And yeah, from here we can chill. And this is what I was talking about from Ranger. This is what I love about Ranger, because it can work so well and it can look so oppressive. The swarm toss style. None of this Colossus, none of this robo detection, disruptors. Nah, mate. Why try and complicate things? Just get a better economy and just make Zealots.
That's right, man. 5 gateways, and we see the scan. Yeah, Raza sees that the 3rd base already finished, sees probes moving there. And what do you expect? He's got 3 barracks. He wants to kind of probably move out and pressure here as he secures his 3rd base. But we've got 4 gateways finishing up now for Ranger, and we've got a bunch of Stalkers outside the natural. How does he leave from here? Oh, was that an observer scan? There's no observers though.
It was a scan just in case there was an observer. Meanwhile, here we go. The army is now moving out. This is going to be slowed down by Ranger, and we'll see how many warp-ins he can get before this gets across the map. Here we go. The first wave of Zealots are on the way back at home. Yeah,
I would have really liked to kind of see like a Zealot warp in at the front pylon just to send into the natural, but yeah, it looks like Ranger just going to be chirping away at this army. There's only 1 medevac and it's already quite bruised, so yeah, he's trying to drag the army away, actually. Kind of smart. But there's no shield batteries at home.
And I love that. Yo, Ranger is getting ready for a flank. Look how many Zealots there are, mate. He is waiting for the army to push in, and he's coming from behind. He wants to dive on top of the tanks.
Yeah, he does too. There's no charge, but just now Raza's going to see, but where are the Stalkers? They need to support. They come in behind. Jump in, puppy, and he does and gets those tanks, and this push is going to get cleaned up.
It just gets swallowed up, mate. Easily done. Ranger GG gets called, and Ranger ties up the series 1-1.
We've got a series on the hands. Clean game by Ranger, all things considered.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly, mate. You don't need no disruptors. You don't need no Archons. Not just Zealots, papi.
Zealots. You don't need gas. Yeah, just look at that army value graph at the end, man. They
Yeah.
both just dropped. Yeah. Good game plan, well executed by Ranger too, and Raza. I don't want to say he over defended, because in a situation like that, it's always better to over defend than under defend and lose the game. But I feel like he should have kind of thought about his follow up a little bit faster, because by the time he was ready to move out, Ranger's economy was untouched.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where this goes as well, because like both players have like taken their turns at being aggressive, like we saw game 1, proxy racks. Here game 2 we had a proxy gateway to just kind of pop things off, and then both players were able to kind of leverage that to their own successes in their own respective games. So I wonder how things are going to go here, especially because I thought we would only see this once, but we're seeing it again for a second time. Blackburn, mate. Blackburn.
Yeah, no, that's right. Blackburn, map we don't see very often, and when it comes to this, I feel like I want to say Raza's got a slight advantage going into this game. Map, it's not an uncommon map; it's a little bit more unconventional. But it seems like it's going to be a little bit more of a straight up kind of approach to the map, right? And Raza's kind of demonstrated. Ranger's been waiting a bit, but he's warmed up. He's mechanically firing. I feel like there's only so much you can do as a harassing player on this map, because it's so side to side, and I feel like like it's obviously it's anyone's game, but we'll have to see how both players approach it.
Oh yeah, we'll see. It's all gonna come down to this ace match. Oh boy, game number 3. We're on Blackburn. Short rushes by air, kind of short by ground as well. We got gold bases. We got panda faces. We got it all.
Yeah, it actually does look a bit like a panda. Will we see a bunker push, a 2-base bunker push by Raza? Because this could be a good map for it.
Oh, yeah, you're not wrong.
So yeah, go spawning in the bottom left position of this ace match. It is going to be the Malaysian Protoss player representing M8 Hexa. Give it up for Ranger.
And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Blackburn LE, we have the Pakistani Terran player himself representing himself. Only still needing one more to move on to that qualifying match against Mio Micah. It is Raza. Hello, Mr. SCV. Where are we going?
Monsieur SCV. Are we going north? Sure, it's out here for a reason, right?
Oh yeah. This man is a man with a plan. So far, we have the first racks at home. Everything is looking normal here to Ranger as he goes in for a bit of a scout. There's nothing crazy going on, right? Wrong, mate. We do have a proxy racks.
Yeah, that's right. It does look really normal. I don't want to say. Did he cut SCVs? Oh, it doesn't seem like. No, this is kind of normal. Very normal looking. Did I mention it's normal? But yeah, Ranger, nothing out of the normalness. Going to get a natural expansion, but a second barracks. One gas. Is this going to be Reapers? Or what is the second Rex's purpose, lad? I can't understand it.
I understand what you're coming from, because I also would have assumed that we just make Reapers at home and Reapers across the map and we can just consolidate. But with this gas, are we going to see a tech lab? Yo, we are! Let's go!
Like, you're so smart.
Mate, the Marines are gonna meet up with the would-be Marauders, and we're gonna lay siege upon the natural bases, mate.
This probe, it's scouting.
He's looking, he smells some cheese in the air.
No, I think it's gonna miss it. Look at the path, unless it comes back in that direction.
We'll see. So far, he's checking the northern edges of the map, and that is not where he needs to be. He needs to be here in the center. Unless he re-rallies, he's gonna miss it.
Yeah, no, it looks like he's being very, very thorough. He's looking everywhere along the sides. So maybe on the way back he'll run into it. But Marauders, I feel like this attack. Yeah, Marines already moving across the map. Raza's not messing around here, man. This is going to be a very potent attack.
Oh boy, it really is. We even have a couple of SCVs as well to throw down some bunkers if need be. Meanwhile, Ranger is opening up with a Robo first. Which means he's working off of one gateway, Poppy. That's what that means. It means that he has very little army right now. He has a single adept to work with, and it's across the map. Uh-oh.
Yeah, there we go. Bunker coming down, and the good thing is that Immortal will be very helpful in this case, but he's recalling the adept.
Yeah.
Like, how does he deal with this? He's gonna pull that burst.
He has to pull the boys. There's nothing left. He delayed Warp Gate for this, mate. He delayed Warp Gate. He's gonna come in with everything that he has, but the pylon at the low ground is gonna be going down, and we'll see how aggressive Raza is. Is Ranger gonna buy time by? Is Raza gonna give him time by focusing on this Nexus, or is he gonna try and force himself off the ramp?
Yeah, well, let me see. Like, Ranger's going to scout the natural. No, this is not a full commitment. Like this third, he doesn't want to lose this natural, but with the firepower of 3 Marauders, look how fast that Nexus is getting poked down. And he just doesn't have he's chrono boosted the Immortal now, but I think he's going to lose his base for sure. Like,
yeah, exactly. The base is going to fall. Now, Ranger is knocked down to 1 base economy. And what the hell does he do from here? He's throwing down a couple of gateways. He does have an Immortal, I guess, but like, what's that going to really do here? Again, Raza, he's expanding behind this.
Yeah, that's right. The Immortal comes out, and Raza can probably almost just go home. Actually, can maybe even fight this.
Oh my god!
Up.
Oh my
he's
god!
He's gonna dive on him.
Oh, he's thinking about it.
This is a contain now, like a very effective one at that too.
Exactly. Meanwhile, I love how he's still making use of that tech lab. Stim is on the way as well here in the middle of the map. Ranger not able to deny that as he is still being contained here. Ooh, a little bit of a supply block as well. Okay, there we go. Warp Prism is on the way. Bunker is going to finally get taken out.
Yeah, and the adept across the map gonna scout what's going on. I feel like what options is there for Ranger at this point? You know, he's got a robotics bay on the way. Is it gonna be maybe like a disruptor drop to try and get back into this? But I don't, like, does he expand line or does he one base? What's his choices? Can he snipe Stim actually?
Mate, clearly, how do you get back into this? Yo, the Immortal is here. Can he get Stim? 2-1, doesn't get it in time. Oh,
unlucky.
So close. But what I was gonna say is that, mate, we got gold bases. If we really need to expand, Ranger, he could come back with the gold.
Yeah, you're not wrong. 3 adepts going to follow up.
Yeah, 3 adepts.
Is he going to raise the depot?
Wow, raises 1 depot, but not the other. The adepts do get into the main base. They're going to draw the attention away of Raza for a little bit, but they're not going to do too much. The Warp Prism rocks up, though, and does save 2 of those adepts.
Man, isn't there going to be a disruptor drop? Raza's going to scout the natural expansion from Ranger, but I feel like, yeah, in this case, he has to be really careful with this Marauder. Yeah, Raza's going to try and stim it down because there's not only Marauder slow, but there's Stim on the field as well. So Ranger has to be very delicate here to kind of get back into this game. And Raza, he hasn't really, he's got a Cyclone for the Warp Prism, but hasn't identified what Ranger's really doing yet.
Yeah, he's still a little bit unaware. As meanwhile, that Immortal is running back home. We can see Raz is trying to chase him down. He wants that Immortal so bad, but here we go. War Prism comes back into the main base. The 3 adepts are going into that mineral line. They're going to get a couple of workers, only Marines to defend, but ooh, they do shade back. Again, a very conservative approach here by Ranger.
Oh, like this disruptor hit, it could be huge if Ranger times it perfectly. Never mind. Because yeah, never mind.
Oh,
and yeah,
God.
It really smart scan. He might even get this Immortal. No, he doesn't. Second scan underway too, but like this is
not it, mate. He sends his Nova out, and now here we go. We stim on forward. That is the cue here for Ranger to dive on top of the army. He gets the War Prism, he gets the Immortal, he gets everything else. He's getting kind of surrounded here by the adepts, but the reinforcements come in, mate.
What a surround though by Ranger. Is he actually going to be able to hold on here?
Oh god, it's going to be close. It looks like he may, but was it worth it? Because he lost so much. He lost the Prism, he lost the Immortal, and he lost the Disruptor.
Yeah, that's right. He's actually really far behind worker-wise too, but you got to feel for Ranger. Really smart build choice by Raza, just pulling out something a little bit tricky. I was saying though, I thought it would be more of a straight-up game because there's not many attack avenues and it's slow zones, but no, he's throwing caution to the wind with a really great opener in game number 3 here.
Yeah, exactly. It worked out. It worked wonders here for Raza, and he's just going to macro enough from here. We have +1 range, +1 attack on the way. We have the rest of our production finishing up as well. Tanks, Marines, Marauders. there's nothing for Raza to really worry about. I mean, that's why the pressure is on Ranger to remake that Prism and to do whatever he can to keep Raza back at home for Ranger to come back into this. And look at this, he's listening to the stream. He knows he needs the goal.
Gold base, he does too. The probe knows he needs the gold. I don't know if Ranger does. He just dropped another gateway.
True. The natural should have been the gold, mate. It should have been the gold.
That's right. What angle, like, what approach? Like, the gold base, yeah, but tech-wise, this disruptors the choice, because now that Raza's kind of seen them, he knows that this is the cap.
No, he cancels his own disruptor.
Oh no.
Now it's on cooldown. Raza, he's come the way with everything that he has. The army doesn't get spotted here by Ranger's Adept. He's fully aware that it is coming. He will have a second disruptor coming out soon.
Yeah, he doesn't have blink, however, so he's got the warp prison, the micro, but there's no. He's a shield batter actually. Yeah, so I feel like what looks like a really intimidating push for Ranger, it's just kind of a. Oh no, there's the tanks. Yeah. I was gonna say it's just kind of a pressure as he secures his third base, and Raza doesn't really need to commit here, but tanks is the perfect choice against disruptors.
Exactly, and feels bad, man. That one probe that all he wanted in life was some gold. He does get sniped, he does get killed, hunted down by Raza. He has no heart, he has no soul, and Ranger is forced to take the more standard third.
Indeed. Up. He could get a good disruptor shot, actually. Oh, not bad. There's a second disruptor. No, it's worth it. And is Ranger gonna dive? Sorry, is Raza gonna dive in here?
I think yes is the answer to both of your questions. Meanwhile, who is it? Someone is lagging out. Who is it? No, Legend K.
It's not us. Like,
here we go.
What a time to lag, however.
I know, right? This is where the engagement is coming in. We do have Raza focusing down that third base. The third base is never going to finish. And Ranger, the numbers go up!
Over there. So yeah, as well, but like it's just kind of delaying the inevitable. He needs this third base. He can't lose it. But Raza's just is he gonna jump up? Surely not, right out of the range of these tanks.
Yeah, I mean, all he has to do is contain. Meanwhile, Ranger, he just wants to break on out. The Nova goes off, doesn't quite connect with much of anything. We see the stim on forward as well. These vanilla stalkers just aren't going to cut it here. They get mowed down. Yeah,
and that's it. And they disrupt the slow zealots are even slower now, thanks to the water. But yeah, GG that lag. It was unfortunate lag, but I think in this game, it was Raz's game to lose at that point.
Yeah, it was. GG, well played. Very unfortunate time there. Exclamation mark. For not a Legend K, he is the French caster, the French community caster here. It is unfortunate, but at the same time, I think we also know that Ranger was up against the wall.
Yes, he was indeed. Unfortunately, yeah, for sure, with so much on the line here, it does suck, but yeah, Ranger unfortunately going to fall to Raza, who is going to work his way into the grand final up against Mio Maiko.
Here we go. It's been a long night. We've been casting for 5 hours, and we're probably going to reach 6 at the end of this. I apologize, Chase. I'm sorry. I know I brought you in as a guest caster, and oh boy, I'm getting the most out of you as I can.
What time this evening? 6 p.m. It's all right. We'll power through it. It's only 4 games total that we can have left.
It is.
So, yeah. But anyone not sure? Me and Micah will have a 1-map advantage.
We'll have 1 map advantage. Oh boy, it is going to be that ZVT, and I'm really scared here from Mio because we were talking about it before. This is his worst matchup. He won DreamHack Valencia, the regional for this region, off of the back of avoiding ZVTs. He avoided all of them. He didn't have to worry about that matchup, but now he does. And now we have to see if he's been able to work on it, if he's been able to figure something out for this matchup.